So I've never played these games. I know they're by Frictiional Games. I think I said also later made than Amnesia. Ah, what did they do? So let's dive in here and enjoy a little bit of some Spirit. Let's go normal here. And here we go. My story began in February, the year 2000. A new millennium just started. Oh boy.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went as he knew I would. I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
Alright.
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Oh boy. By the way, you might want to reduce your mouse hertz to 125 for this game if it behaves weirdly. I literally started each of these games once to quickly check it out, and I definitely noticed the same thing here. Good thing I can actually change my DPI on top of my mouse. Just to set the mouse button here, so should be fine, hopefully. So yeah, welcome to Penumbra Overture. No idea what you think of here. It works quite well. I installed also like HD textures, which apparently, like, I checked the PC Game Wiki, of course, as you do when you do these retro games more often, to get everything working as it should. And I think, just for my own sake here, not sure if I enable quick saves here, but then maybe not in this one. Ooh, physics interaction. Oh, look at that. The light shining through the whiskey. That's a good one. Jack Daniels. I just threw the bottle away. You already scared me. Oh my lord. Wait, did the notification show on the horizontal? So even show definitely on the vertical. It leads out onto the deck, but I don't fancy braving the weather until I have to. Fair enough. So right mouse is like interacting. Chicken combo, yeah. It's a rickety wooden desk. I can get the drawer open if I just hold the interact button and drag with the mouse. Oh. Oh, interactive. What do we have here? The flashlight switches on fire the inventory. Tap, hopefully with the shortcut. Hopefully with the shortcut key F? Well, it sure does. Like, close that for you. So, and whenever I have like a hand icon, I can either like drag it with the left mouse, or I can inspect something with the right mouse. Switch vertical and check that, yeah. It definitely showed on vertical, the notification, but I didn't see it on horizontal. In any case, I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change that much from getting in, so I've got a pretty decent idea where I'm heading. Fair enough. Always good to have a notebook and to jot down interesting information reminders. P. This is my notes. And these are oh, that actually opens up something here. Now, where's the emergency glow stick? Should still be in the locker. Keys in my inventory. Tap. Right. Let's put it in a 1, I guess. Oh, and I can use it then there. Oh, okay. Okay. Is that awkward? Good thing I have my torch at hand. Okay. Extra batteries to power my flashlight. That should be everything I need. I want to go. Could go in before dark. Alright, let's go. Hopefully the hotkeys work properly. Sincerely, Dad. So I'm like, Alright, that's promising. Oh boy. So cold. Don't know where I am. I need shelter soon. Jeez.
I have big balls.
Okay, I checked. It definitely does not show on the horizontal stream. Let me just quickly check it out here. Oh, that's because the lockbox was hidden. My bad. So now it's visible. Now if somebody redeems a sound, like, can I get my mouse over here? Oh, I can only say hi once. Whoops.
Chicken.
There you go. Now it also shows on horizontal. Alright. Where were we? We were in the ice. Wait, where the fuck did we come from? Oh my lord! Isn't that quick? There you go. It's gonna lower the intensity a bit. Hey, it works now. Let's go. What in the hell is that? Okay, I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. I need something to break in. Well, that won't do. I can hold left shift to run, so that's good. Is there anything else here? If I click and hold the interact button, left mouse, I should about manage to pick up that rock. The colds make me weak. I can still throw things using the examine button, right mouse when I'm carrying something. Right. Oh, I gotta look at it properly. There you go. Interesting idea so far being used here. Can swing the stone more accurately. Broke it. If I just use interact mode, I should be able to turn it. Wait, which way? Doesn't move any further. It's too far away. Break the fucking thing open. Can I just take the lid? Oh, there they go. I can move it up. Alright, Jesus. Let's go down. Yeah. Insane skids. Alright. We're finally in the warm. Very good. What are we doing? Jesus! It does work though. I'm like, ah! And the longer it gets, like the longer the night, the more tired I get, the more I'm like, ah! Fucking spooked. Alright, what are we doing here? Stew rod. Now I can play the game. Huh? Can I use this somewhere here? How's that going to work? Oh, it's like a puzzle thing, kind of. Could be anything inside it. Okay. Well, I pressed X the exact same time before I redeemed that. That's a cool thing. It still shows like it doesn't announce itself. You know, I made sure that the sound plays first, so I actually get spooked and not like warned with a visual. And once the sound is done, then it actually shows the visual to show like, hey, who redeemed it? Let's go. Okay, stuff here, food. I got a hammer. Let's see, I can swing this hammer if I hold the left mouse. I can make a back swing by pulling the mouse from right and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too, pulling back and then thrusting forward produces stabbing motion. Wow. Very advanced gameplay. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after a back swing, I should still be able to look around. Okay, well. Okay, how can I... Just like 3? Oh, just press 2 again, okay. There you go. Just... Got another flare here, that's good. Something in the way. Something in the way. Okay, I can push this away. Well, that works. Get rid of this shit. How do I? Okay, left controls to crouch. What in the? Okay. Elaborate tunnel system. I already am lost? Question mark. Wait. What? Oh, nerves going. What a tiny hammer. I know. Looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center, no way to operate it. Sit. I just seriously saw that it rolled on my hand. Someone obviously wanted...
Jack, you're great.
Someone obviously wanted to keep people out, right? I should disable the other sound teams for the moment, so you actually only use the expensive ones. It's a jump scare too. It kind of is. So it is like thrust, and then sideways goes like this. Okay. Well. Okay, this is where we came from. Nowhere else to go yet. What if we just... go back in here? Huh? I don't like this. I need the German one. Actually, I mean, there is a European VR disc. I don't think they have a German dub for the VR disc. That is where it came from. Is that the only way we can go? Hmm? Well, you can go up here, actually. There's another path we've not explored. Wait, what? Okay, well, should just go in circles, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just a big circle. Okay. Now one. Oh, we're definitely not going for there. I don't think this will open anything. Anything else? Wait, there's a... Just gonna try to loot the space here, but what does it say? Emergency exit procedures. Right. What's that? Empty boxes of ammunition. What is this place? Nothing else here, right? Oh, what can I do with that here? Flare, sure. How many do we have now? 3. No notes, nothing else to memorize. Could be anything inside. Well. Let's loot the place and see what's inside. Jeez. So far, nothing. It's a 24-hour ration pack, long past its sell-by date. I mean, are they not like made to be lasting forever technically? Ah, toss it away. These chairs are as old as everything else around here. Could be over 50 years since anyone's been down here. Right. So I'm a little bit confused as to where we can continue. So if I go up, I just end up here, and down there it's just the same turn again. It said it's sturdy, but I don't know how sturdy it is. What if I... Can I try to break it open? Maybe with the steel pipe? Oh, wait, I have a steel pipe. Hang on. I'm like, wait. Ah, there goes the thing. Okay, it's a bit sturdy. Okay, now it's open. There you go. Yeah, it was a, huh? What does the game want from me? Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches, located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I'd never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets. Emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. Something goes wrong. Part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all but the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Don't know. The entrance to the cave has caved in. There must be another way out. Alright.
I'm in danger!
Could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution is therefore my only defenses now. If... Crouching by pressing left control gives me the chance to hide in the shadows. I know I've got it right because of the blue tint to my vision. Plus, I should be quiet enough that I won't be hurt unless something's right on top of me. Better remember to shut off any light sources though. Well. Your location is right here. We gotta go through some places. Alright. Just be safe here. We cannot take this map. Oh, so this is the blue ring around my eyes. Tell me that I'm hidden. So the question is, what am I hiding from? This place must be old if they were still using paraffin lamps. Looks like there's still some juice left. Storage room? The funny thing is the eerie music already is like way too much. If there would be no sound right now, but only then if there's an actual threat here, and then the music plays, I'd be like, oh, danger, danger. Damn. That was literally in sync with the door opening. And I thought the game would make that sound. It's a perm. Ah! Jesus. Alright, we're here. Someone's heavy breathing behind the door. Flames of firing. What's a paper box with rusty nails? What's that? Stuff. Painkillers. Batteries. What is that? Someone that talks to me? Oh, what the hell? What just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. I mean... Is that like a save point? Yeah, okay, figured. I might never get used to that. I can hear shattering. Thank God, maybe I can get some answers. Why won't he open the door? Excuse me, I'm the monster. Damn, shut up, old bleeding. Well, maybe we're gonna open it by force. Okay, so if I hold R, I'm not moving. Hang on. Oh. Pam! 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 Open the door! Come on! Open the door! Or whatever. What's with this one? It's locked. Right. Tells me how much battery I have left. Is that all my battery? Well, that door definitely does not open. Does the other one open like that, maybe? Glow stick never runs out? A little goosh, but should be a decent fallback if the torch cuts out. So it's the G. Wait, is there something on the wall? Oh, is that our first puzzle or some shit? Some stones in a box, minus the stones equals a lever? Maybe? And then there's some exhaust that leads to a death. Okay, wait. Oh, I can see the box moving. Oh, okay. What do I do there? How do we... Hey! Alright. Was that a spider? I don't like spiders. Oh, there's a ladder. Take with me. Gonna want to go upstairs again. The voices! Okay, wait, I'll drop down here. Tick. There you go. Is it? If this basement caved in some years ago. Something's started through here more recently though. Christ, what sort of creature makes these markings? Oh, must be a spider. There's some gas there. The scene could blister flash from bone instant. I know, I've seen it happen. So not a good idea to go there necessarily. Damn, son. A horrible sight. Luckily it's mummified, or else the smell would have been awful. Yeah? Right, we're back here. Okay, we're gonna another flare. Day 1. I begin this record, still in the hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value. Despite the chaos which was ensued in the 6 hours previous, my aim is to remain secure, until what help there may be arrives. And to that end, I have barricaded myself into a small workshop area in the abandoned part of the mine. I hope that the meager food rations here will keep me alive, and those and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps his mind really is cursed. It's almost precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now, 30 years on, fate has struck again. I forecast that today the rescue crews would arrive, but I can only hypothesize that they would be unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out in search of them. Day 6. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both of these assumptions in going out of my safe haven. Safe haven, yeah. My best estimate that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid, and I found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously, could find no sign of life whatsoever. I returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, but soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused, but focused, I attempted to make my way home, but I found myself threatened by some species of feral creature, which seems to have made this old mine its home. Although the specimen bore significant interest to me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe now is most likely a sprain, rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark, but a few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a smaller, disused part of the mine, the key for which I still have in my pocket. Within that area I discovered the storeroom, and I think it should keep me safe from some time. This place is a maze. My lesson learned, I will not venture out again until I'm certain the area is safe. Day 19, oh my god, 13 days later, like 2 weeks later. Rescue seems increasingly unrealistic. Supplies diminishing. Lots of spiders in this place. I do not like spiders. Another 2 weeks after that. I caught one of the accursed 8-legged beasts nestling in my open mouth when I woke up this morning. In my surprise, I swallowed it. It's not so much the act of swallowing which concerns me, but the genus of arachnid. I would be unlikely that a cave-dwelling spider would be venomous to any significant degree, but the possibility troubles me all the same. Any known venom would have affected me by now, and so today is the first minor cause for celebration I've had since the incident. By lucky coincidence, this revelation also means I've discovered a virtually inexhaustible supply of nutrition. I intend to venture into the basement beneath the storeroom in the name of science to discover more about these creatures' natural habitat. Is this whole thing based on the myth that you eat spiders in your sleep? Like, I mean, it kind of sounds like it. Scientific findings 1. Well. Dry, dusty old bags. Huh. That's the way I feel. Day 71. My early assumptions on the benign nature of my cellmates may have been made in error. After a careful autopsy, I am concerned that there may be a small volume of natural chemicals stored in the stomach, which, if ingested regularly over a period of time, may have become psychotropic or even lethal. My only chance is to break out of here and raid any stashes of supplies I could find. However, the evidence against such a move is insurmountable. I have no source of light. I swore to myself I wouldn't leave until I heard human voice outside. The spiders are so tasty, motherfucker. Day 100, another 30 days later. From the marks I've been making on the walls and my scribbled diary entries, which, in the dark, may amount to an illegible scrawl, today is the 100th day of my new life. Over the past month, my edible friends have become more and more aggressive and have swelled in number and size. Whether or not this is a result of my plundering the ecosystem, I'm unsure. However, at this rate of growth, there will soon be too large to crawl through the gaps in the walls. For all I know, I could only be seeing the tip of the iceberg. If all fails and I'm never recovered, I hope at least that my study of, and indeed involved with, these fascinating creatures will one day regard as an important point of natural history. The greatest names in modern science got there more through fluke than talent, and it appears that this rule has extended itself to my discovery of this delicious new species. I only pray that the second rule deems my breakthrough too insignificant, for all great discoveries tend to consume their inventor. I don't know. If it weren't for the size of a tweezer, I would say it looks like eggshells. That was the fun, I know. Also, I just died there because I was too slow to have run or some shit. I mean, I can only like crouch walk here, so there's nothing really I can do. That's all of those. So I gotta find this one again here. Okay. It's really unclear to me like what the range of this is. There you go. Just time it, yeah, it looks like I just need to time it. I can lean. Ooh. Finally, this must be all that's left of the basement storage. That lock looks rather worse for wear. Well, I got a hammer. That worked. Just must be quite common. Ooh, battery. I shall take the batteries. What's that? Flute light, I guess. Oh. Is there anything else here? So I can now take the thing and just drop it on there. This should fire up now. Alright. So we can set something on fire. Good. And I got a padlock. Sure. That still work. I guess that's all we can do here. Ow. Too slow? Yeah. This is such a long version of that sound. You got me. It's just gonna be just a little bit annoying because, like, gotta make all the way back there again. Ugh. Oops, that's where the ladder is. Hit the lock, goddammit. There you go. Okay, so I got the lighter fluid again. Gonna take the batteries. Drop this on here, and now we can use that. We can put stuff on fire. Okay, we made it. You cannot get the painkillers and take damage. Right, yeah, we have painkillers now. Okay. Ooh. Alright, Tingle Tangle Bob, what the hell's going on? I think someone's being dragged through. I've never seen this much blood before. That was my best guess. Oh, I got a key. Day 200. Oh my god. It has been some time since I recorded any findings on my relation to the spiders with whom I've shared my existence for the past 8 months. partly due to my enforced retreat from the basement territory. Not too long ago, their behavior became overtly aggressive, and so I have attempted to barricade the main entrance to the lair and secured myself within one of the smaller rooms above it, the only one with an operational door lock. The other reason that I've been recovering from a minor operation, which I was forced to conduct myself without the aid of anesthetic. Even if I did have any anesthetic or surgical tools, I couldn't afford to be less than diligent in my work, so anesthetics was out. Surgical tools are all well and good, but although it may be becoming old and rusty, I still trust my penknife to do the job just as well. The procedure itself wasn't elementary enough. A simple amputation of a non-vital organ, I began to notice a thick, glue-like substance forming on my tongue, and was forced to accept that I had become infected through constant toxin ingestion. Alright. Another 100 days later, oh my god. Another century of days comes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here. At some stage, since my last entry, I attempted to return from whence I came. That from which I originally was fleeing seems a fate worse than the one I now face. However, in the time since I arrived from the large mine system, a cave-in has occurred, blocking any further progress. I was forced to return and accept whatever end life has in store for me. I'll still hear my aggressive little friends scratching on the door to my cell. Right. Well, this one's a little bit more positive, although I question its motivation. Is that like a mask? And spiders moving to the right? What's that? Is that a tongue? Looks like a tongue. The largest spider I've ever seen, with its gut carved open. Nothing in here. Come on. There you go. Now it's better. Cleaned up. Now what? Tongue? What? Face and scissors, cut off tongue. Should I take this thing with me or some shit? I can't take it in my inventory, obviously, as it would have already appeared there. This is basically just like, hey, we cut someone's tongue off, and I'm like, it's certainly a long one. Alright. What is that? Beef jerky. This hole isn't large enough for a man. Not that I'd go anywhere near it, even if it was. What burrowed out this tunnel? Oh, I'll be damned. That's better. Well, looks like someone definitely got dragged in there or some shit. Well, that was all fun. I'm still wondering, like, what else there is. Like, what's this bottom half? Looks... Oh, it is just a warning. If you touch the steam, you will die. That's all it is. Okay, well, like, what about this thing? Like a person running into spiders and shit? Huh. Well. Better go make a save before we venture out again. I'm not quite sure what else is happening here yet. useless junk. I best could be a decent hiding spot. Jesus, I've never been scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing. And if anything gets within more than a few feet of my hiding spot, I better not stare it out. Anything with my field of vision might panic me, and then I'm a goon. I'm a goner, but... That's such an underrated sound for, like, how subtle it is. Because it could legitimately come from this game. If I know where it is, I can relatively easily, like, get spooked. Guess we're gonna go move on ahead. We're here, this is explosives. Can I move it? Looks lost. Locked. Locked in the middle. Oh wait, we have a key though. The door to my room. That should work. What the fuck? I can't move it in. I was like, oh yeah, barrel's enough. No, it's not enough. What the fuck? He can like legitimately break the thing. Oh my god. Okay. Now what? Does it go away on its own, or is it actually chasing after us? Much for like, how the fuck do we lock the door here? Oh, that didn't quite work. Oh, so with R, I toggle basically the swing mode left and right. Where do I want to go first? There's TNT there. Yeah, and you can right click while holding something to throw it. Oh, so when I hold something in my hand and then R it, drag something, then right click. Cement mixes in the days. For sure. What else do we have here? Huh? Trinitrotoluene could have been used for mining options, but I don't see a fuse. Okay, how to get fuse? Hmm. Oh, okay. Some panel. We're in the workshop. And there's also northern area. Hmm. Gotta get to know the place first, I guess. Oh, we can even hide behind here. That's good. This must be the only exit in is caved in. Need to remove the rubble first, so that's where we need the TNT for. Oh, I love my workshop. It is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge the faces. One cannot help but feel for those without such delicate mouse morsels on which to munch. For rat ached ravenously of their flesh today and shall continuously to do so. This is possibly thanks solely to the button pad I installed on the door, and yet Rat's mind is working somewhat backwards today. So we have 2, 1, 4, 8, and we have to do it backwards. So it's 8, 4, 1, 2. 8, 4, 1, 2. All right. Let's see. It was different, but the same that time. Like, I had more control, but over what? Oh, sorry. A box full of odd bits of string. Like, maybe a fuse? That looks like a way out. Soldier boy, crank that shit. Looks ancient, but it's old. I don't even know what it would have been used for. It could just be a piece of ice reflecting the light, or more likely my imagination, but something's definitely catching my eye under those rocks. Huh? Oh yeah. Pickaxe. What do I do with that? Oh, I was thinking could have used the padlock to get or let the wolf be behind, but nah, probably not. So what the hell do we do with pickaxe? All the things that you need to be successful as a carpenter. I ain't wrong. This looks like how they made planks here. Oh wow. Whole ass different area now. What the fuck? Did something move? Wait, actually, can I just open this? So how did this following again work? Huh? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Oh, okay. An electric fence, and it's been put up recently? I better find a way to get over. Alright. God, more spider webs. I hope that hole was there before the spiders and not the other way around. For sure. So that is mysterious. We still haven't found a fuse. I have a feeling we have to find something else here. Why else would we be going all around here and stuff like this? Oh, we could turn the light off. For one. Just for the love of destruction, eh? Oh no, there's nothing in here, it seems. Come on. Click. Bit awkward here. How could I find a way to over it? Based on what we have here so far, I'm a little bit thinking this is not where we need to be right now. But like, where else could we be? Or should we be going? I got that whole machine here. It looks like this hole's at least 3 feet below the surface. The light's being reflected through all that ice. Damn, almost had hope here. Let's see. Okay. 1 and 2 on, yet the edges sharp to the touch. Well. Again, I like to think we're not being linked to going here. There's also the office down to the left, which we have not visited yet. Maybe we gotta go there. If you go right, I can finally go to the side. So look here. What's that? The office. Okay, what do we do in the office here? Let's see. 15th of August, 1945. Command bunker. Emergency airstrip Zulu. Weekly report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance being carried out twice weekly from here on in due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. The 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern. Back in London, the Germans haven't extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs in a workshop armory and succeeded in blowing off a couple of fingers. Really? I take a partial responsibility for this, in that I allowed them to access the demolitions manual we keep in the storeroom, and I'm sure that's where they found the recipe. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked away that manual in the chest in my office and will keep the key on my person at all times. Okay, so we have bombs to be made. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. I cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for him to stay out here, but the matter is out of my hands. This space is so disconnected sometimes. I feel as if the war could end, and we might not even hear about it out here. That's a great premise for a game. It's like, what do we even do here? War's over. Maybe. I'm quickly gonna wait while the ads are running. Just gonna hydrate. The thing is that the ads never run too long. And welcome back if you had ads. So, this space is so disconnected sometimes. I feel as if this war could end and we might not even hear about it here. Supplies requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets, not necessarily my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for removing the damn ice that forms on the external hatch. It did. 1 pair of reading glasses, category 7C. In order for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and could do with replacing. Reconditioning of the mine continues to progress. The structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage, and excavation of previously caved-in areas is going ahead. They really could not fit this one word anymore. Anyway, one part of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. Later this evening, after martial duty, I shall take a closer look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made and may have working parts inside. I shall remove what looks like the front cover and see if I can discover the source of the light which constantly emanates from it. Well, that's how it goes, I guess. Well, that's the key. Copenhagen Post, Monday, 17th August, 1930. Oh, we're reading something important, I think. Researchers at the University of Copenhagen have suggested that mind-altering chemicals naturally sewn into the rock may have been the cause of high suicide rates at Greenland Mine. The university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of the northwestern lead mine last year. They discovered that even taking into account Greenland's natural high suicide rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high, at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace, compared to the national average of 29. On further investigation, experts diagnosed in many of the minor symptoms in common with the early stages of paranoid schizophrenia. This has prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, a pH4 formula recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Okay. Few locals were conducive to interview, but those who agreed to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the 𝐇𝐚𝐮 live in the mountains. The university, let's say it again. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Spooky. So what's this key for here? Small key for locker container. Alright.